If I could have everybody's attention, I've got a couple special guests here today. I've got Banks Jones. All right, come on up here, Banks Jones. And his friend, KZ Anderson, are up here today. So this is my mini-me, so yeah, I'll say hello to them. Before we start our points of personal privilege, I'm going to take a point of personal privilege right now, if I can have everybody's attention real quick. Introducing my two little friends, my little boy up here, and the little friends reminded me of a conversation I had last night about the situation that happened here at the Capitol yesterday during the joint assembly we had. I got home and the unfortunate activities that went on yesterday were making news, national news and local news, and I had both my children ask me about what in the world is going on at the Capitol, Daddy, and I said, well, I tell you what, sometimes we don't do things like how you're supposed to do them, and you don't conduct business that way. And we should know better than that. So sometimes even we make mistakes. But I want to say this, and then we'll move on to a point of personal privilege here. I did meet with the speaker this morning, and he and I have always had a very open conversation about all issues. And I told him that what happened yesterday was an embarrassment for the General Assembly as a whole, whether we know it or not. Whether you were involved or not, that was an embarrassment for all of us, and it shouldn't happen again. And we both agreed to that, and I do appreciate him doing that. Senator from the 53rd showed a lot of restraint yesterday in his efforts to really do what he felt like it was his obligation as an elected official. And I respect that. But I will tell you this. My obligation is to the 56 senators here in this room. And my obligation is to always stand up for what you are about and what you represent as a senator. And I don't care if you're a Republican. Yeah. And it doesn't matter to me if you're Republican or Democrat. You are a reflection of the area of the state that you represent. You're an extension of the people who put you here to represent them here at the state of Georgia. And as that extension, you are expected to be a part of everything from a constitutional standpoint and everything that involves things that affect people of Georgia. And during a joint session yesterday, that was an event that affected the people of Georgia. And the people who are elected or represent should be there and present. And I can tell you this, moving forward, you have my word that this will not happen again under my watch. And because I will make sure that every senator has a voice in this building. Because thank you. And I would hope I would have the support of the body to represent you in that way. Now, that was yesterday, and this is today. And it's time to move on, and I'm willing and ready to move on, and I think we have a clear understanding that both chambers will respect the members equally, and when there's an issue in this chamber, I'll deal with it, and then when there's an issue in the other chamber, the speaker will deal with it on his end, and that's the way it should be. So thank y'all for representing the people you represent, and it's a pleasure to serve with each and every one of y'all. So With that, Senator from the 19th, did you have appointed personal privilege? Senator from, I'm moving on, but I recognize on